Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to Max Reviews. Cobra Kai Season 4 has come to a close, and we got a bunch of new character arcs, some new characters introduced, and some old characters returning. So, I will be ranking all 17 main Cobra Kai characters from the worst to the best. Just so you know, I'm not going to be including, like, smaller characters like Moon, or, other ones like her. These are going to be, like, ones that have been slightly main characters and have appeared in more than two seasons at least. I'm not gonna be doing like Sid or anybody. And so I thought there's a ton of great characters in Cobra Kai. But with that said, I really like a bunch of these characters, but this is Max Reviews, and let's just get started. 17th place is Kyler. So you might remember him as the bully from season 1. And then he's gone for season 2. Season 3, he returns as like a bully again, but he's with Cobra Kai. Then season 4, he's with Cobra Kai and he's still a bully. So Kyler, I think he's a slightly interesting thing because he doesn't do anything. I'm not interested because he's an interesting character. I'm interested because they haven't done anything with him. Why haven't they done anything? He's been the bully in season 1, where I think he was the best as just a bully. Then season 3, he's a bully. Then season 4, he's a bully. He doesn't change. He doesn't grow. He has done nothing since season 1. And season 1, he was just presented as a bully. And he continues to be a bully. So Kyler doesn't do anything. The only reason I really included him is he's in season 1. He's in season 3. He's in season 4. And he's pretty mid-tier role in it. So I decided just to include him. But he is the worst Cobra Kai character, and I don't think they're going to be doing anything with him. 16th place here is Anthony. Now, Anthony Larussa, he is another interesting one because first 3 seasons, I absolutely hated this kid. I wanted this kid to be punched in the face by anybody. I really did not care. This kid was the worst spoiled brat. And season 4, they tried to give him some humanity. They let him actually be more of a main character. Like, if I'd done this before season 4, he wouldn't be on the list because he does nothing. He's just a little brat kid. But in this season, in season 4, he does some stuff, but he's a bully. And then, like, his dad is legitimately Daniel LaRusso. And he doesn't know karate. Like, Anthony won't do the wax on, wax off. He won't learn karate. He legitimately gets a guy to do it for him. Anthony is so unbearable in this season, and I thought, like, maybe they'll make him a bit better of a character, and you can sort of see, like, he bullies Kenny, and so he tries to apologize, and you see that, and just, like, no, that was a half-hearted apology to this kid, like, seriously, and even if his dad tells him, Daniel LaRusso, the karate kid, tells him, you're grounded. He still defies his dad. And so he gets a bit of humanity. I think they're gonna expand upon him quite a bit more in season 5. But right now, he's just too unbearable. And when Kenny starts just punching him to pieces, I actually feel like that's what Anthony deserved. 15th place here, Carmen Diaz, Miguel's mom. She doesn't really have a bunch to do in this. So She's Miguel's mom. She's a mother that cares about her son. She's got the thing with her past husband that we're probably going to be exploring in season 5. She has sort of like a love affair with Johnny. She doesn't really do a bunch. She's the protective mom. She's there. She's been there since day 1 with this stuff. But she doesn't really do anything. She hasn't expanded, do anything. She's just sort of there. So, this is like the mid-tier right here. I don't really hate her or love her. So, she's just fine. She's there. I'm fine with her performance and everything. It's just a little mid-tier character. 14th place here is going to be Aisha. Now, this is a frustrating one because season 1, Aisha was like, she was a great character. She was bullied and then she stood up for herself and she got rid of her bullies. She became like the lead girl in Cobra Kai. She was a pretty good character. She was like the second Cobra Kai student. Season 2, she doesn't do anything. She's still that sort of person. She doesn't really have any expansion. She's sort of a friend to Sam, sort of friend to everybody, and then also, yeah, that's all she does. And then season 3, she's gone. And when she was gone in season 3, she wasn't like, oh, where's Aisha? No, I was sort of like, okay, she's gone. And then she returns in season 4 to give some advice to Sam. And it was like, okay, we get to see her, but I was hoping maybe she'd come back, she'd do something. But she was good in season 1, and then after that, she hasn't really done anything. And I don't think she's gonna be doing anything. So that's why she's lower. She was pretty good in season 1, and then that's all they did with her. So it's a bit disappointing. 13th place here is Amanda Larussa, Daniel's wife. Now, she is very fun as a character. She can be very comedic and just like the sarcastic person. Well, not the sarcastic person, but the person's like sort of sarcastic, yeah, because she's seeing all this stuff unfold with her husband and her husband's rival and Cobra Kai, and she's just the one sort of reacting to all this. And so she reacts to stuff. She's there as as Daniel's wife, and sort of the person stopping them from going into all-out war sort of thing. She's a fun enough character. You get her to do some stuff with Tori, but she doesn't really have any character arcs or anything. So she doesn't do anything that much either. She just reacts to stuff, and it's fun to see her react to stuff, but she doesn't do a ton with it. 12th place here is Kenny. Now, Kenny, our new character that we got for this season, other than Terry Silver, and Kenny I thought was a really great character. He's just this sort of sweet kid that likes to play games, cosplay as people from the game, and just be a sort of innocent kid. And then you're like, I wonder what's going to happen with him. And he's getting bullied by Anthony, so where's he going to turn? He goes to Robby, Keen, and Cobra Kai. So you see where he transforms from this nice kid to sort of like a monster. And Robby trains him and sort of teaches him how to defend himself. And then he sort of goes to the dark side, the Cobra Kai side, and he just beats up Anthony. He turns into sort of Robby, and Robby sees that, and that's what sort of motivates Robby at times. And so it's a very interesting thing for them. The reason he's not higher on this list is we haven't gotten a huge amount of him. We got a bit of him in a few episodes in Season 4. I think we're going to get more of him in Season 5. I'm pretty interested to seeing where's his character going to go. But still a reflection of Robby that works very well in this season, I think. And speaking of Robby, 11th place here is Robby. Robby is the lowest of like our main ensemble of main characters, sort of a thing with Sam, Miguel, Hawk, and Robby. And I think he was improved quite a bit more from Season 4 because they gave him a bit more of humanity. Why he's doing this is explained a bit more. But also, if you think about it, Season 1, he was just like a jerk. And he sort of grew up from being a jerk and just doing stuff with his buddies to train with Daniel. And that was he was great in that. I liked him. And Season 2, he was pretty nice in that with training with Mr. Larusso and doing that stuff. And with Sam, and it was getting good. And then Season 3, he just loops back to being bad and goes with Cobra Kai. And he was just being the same person that he was in the very, very beginning. And he was on the run from the law after what he had done to Miguel. And so he hadn't moved. He just went in circles. And so then we got Season 4, and he sort of loops back to a sort of thing. He's not really on the Cobra Kai side or the Miyagi-Do side or the Eagle Fang side. He's sort of right there, like he knows they're not right. So eventually he tries to train Kenny, and what that does to him, he's helping this kid, he thinks, and then he sees this kid turn into him, and he knows where that's going, and he just has this really emotional moment with his dad. And that's a very interesting thing. But also, I can't really put him super high because of what they did with him in Season 3. And also, it doesn't really see what's gonna 100% happen with him. So yeah, out of the main ensemble, he's the lowest. But 10th place here, just making it in. He had to make the top 10 for me. Stingray. Now, I really liked Stingray in season 2. He was just a nice little spice character to be in there. And I don't think they do anything else with him. He's just this nice, fun spice. He would have been a few spots lower. And then we got him again in season 4. And he's sort of, you see, he just wants to hang out with people. He wants to have friends and talk and have fun and stuff. And he wants to be part of Cobra Kai sort of a thing. And so you see him just get beat up after this. And just having a great party again, together again. And then gets beat up by Terry Silver, put in the hospital, and he says that John Crease did it. So, he didn't get a ton of stuff to do in Season 4, but I still really enjoy him whenever he's on screen. And just, like, the way that he said it, that was John Crease. And you understand, he's just going to do this. And so, I really enjoy him. And one of the best things with him is in Season 2, the final fight, where he just starts fighting the other kids when they sort of were considering hiring him as a security guard, and then he just gets beating up the Cobra Kai kids. No, the Miyagi-Do kids. Such a fun character. Obviously, it's just, he's a fun character. That's the only reason that he's this high. He doesn't have big arcs or anything. He's just a fun spice character that I really enjoy. 9th place here is Dimitri. Dimitri, seasons 1 and 2, he was pretty annoying. Seasons 1 and 2, he was just this annoying kid that didn't want to join, and he was just, like, sort of making fun of Crease in one episode, and then you see him get punched in the face by Crease, and you're sort of like, yeah, you deserve that. And so he doesn't really do anything until the end of Season 2, the final fight, where he actually beats Hawk. And that was where he started going up for me. In Season 3, he starts more training, he becomes higher in the ranks, and then Season 4, you sort of forget about all the problems that he had in Season 1 and 2, because he's sort of become this different character. He's grown up, and he's helping Hawk out now. And so, I like him as a character. He's a nicer, funner character that he was just very annoying and stuff in the first 2 seasons, and then the latter 2 seasons, he's just gone up. And he got the girl that he wanted from Season 1. And so, that was just really nice to see him sort of do that. Out of the friends that he has, him, Miguel, and Hawk, I think he is the worst. But still, he's a fun character at times with his little sarcasm and jokes and how he refers to pop culture for life lessons sort of a thing. It's just a fun thing. So 8th place here is Tori. She's the most improved character from Season 4, in my opinion. She is just... Seasons 2 and 3, you sort of understand her with Season 2, where she doesn't have much, and she sort of latches on to Miguel. And you could understand the why she wants to do that. She hasn't really had anybody, and so she latches onto Miguel, and Miguel is gone. And so she goes insane in the end of Season 2, which is where she sort of went bad. She goes insane crazy, just starts tearing up Sam, and then you sort of have her in Season 3, where she's also sort of insane. They don't really give her, like, they say that it's because of her mom is sick and stuff. That just doesn't work, because really, that's pretty generic. And so, after that, you go into Season 4, and they actually give her and Robby this understanding of 2 broken people who have been wronged. And so, it's sort of more interesting there, what they do with that. You have more, like, you understand her a bit more, and why she's doing this, and that side of her is really nice. I really like that. So, still a bit divided, but I liked her, and she moved up quite a few spaces. 7th place here is the other character that we got introduced in Season 4, Terry Silver. Now, most of you probably haven't seen Karate Kid Part 3, but if you have, you'd know that he is insane, over-the-top character who's just insane, like crazy, laughing when people were getting bloodied fists and stuff, and crazy, over-the-top villain. In this, they sort of give him, he said he was on cocaine, he was just going insane, and so he got off of that, and then John Crease brings him back in, and he gets into the crazy again, and starts getting back into himself, and he gets so crazy that he actually takes out John Crease. So I think that's the right thing to do with him. So Terry Silver, he got a lot better than he was in Karate Kid Part 3, but you sort of understand him a bit more. He got trapped in this prison that he created for himself, and now they're talking about weakness, and he's getting rid of Crease, and he is taking over Cobra Kai, and that is just such an interesting thing right there, to have him take over Cobra Kai, and to have him in charge, the insane, crazy person. And so that was really nice, and he was just a really great addition to this, and I can't wait to see what they do with him in Season 5. 6th place, we have John Crease. Now, John Crease, when he showed up in the end of Season 1, it was just like, whoa, they're actually doing this. Season 2, he sort of is there to help Johnny out, sort of being the mentor again, sort of being like, you're my favorite student sort of a thing. And then in Season 3, he is doing Cobra Kai, and he's getting rid of Johnny, and then you get a bit back of his backstory, you get his backstory with how everything happened, and you understand him a bit better. And then I still would have put him a bit lower, but then you have just this moment in Season 4 where he sees what Terry Silver is doing and what the Cobra Kai kids are doing to other people, and he sees what he's doing to Johnny, and he just says, stop, put him down. And you just sort of see he's got a bit of humanity to him. He's making a realization. So it makes you wonder, is he going to team up with Johnny? Is he going to team up with Daniel? What's going to happen? And he gets sent away to prison, and he's coming to his senses again, sort of thing. He's not a villain anymore. You sort of understand that he actually cared for Johnny. And so this was an extremely interesting character, trying to understand John Crease. So I want to see what they do with him. He's the one that I'm most interested in seeing what they do with him, because some of these characters, they just blatantly said, like with Miguel, he's going to go find his dad, or with Daniel, he's going to team up with Chosen. But John Crease, where is he going to go in all this? 5th place, we have Samantha Larussa, or Sam, our sort of love interest for Miguel in Season 1, and then she's the love interest for Robby, and then she's back for the love interest for Miguel until Season 4, and she's been sort of this innocent girl sort of thing when you first see her, and all the way to Season 3, she's just sort of like scared of Tori, freaking out, this sort of innocent child sort of scenario, and I wasn't too big on that. And then we got Season 4, and she sort of matured. She went with the Johnny style, and you got into what she was doing. It was interesting to see what that was, and it was just so great, and to see her just not become like that innocent person that was shivering, hiding away from Tori, but this person that is coming after Tori, and is just getting aggressive and very offensive, and it's great to see that. And even though she lost the All Valley and Tori won, even though he was paid off by Terry Silver. Another great thing about Terry Silver, he's just so insane that he did that. But she is sort of okay with that. She embraced the thing. So it's just a very interesting sort of character. And most of these characters are interesting because they have a bunch of layers to them. And she's still butting up and figuring out what she's going to do. And it seems like she's going to go with sort of the Johnny path. Let me just say, these top 4 characters, it was so hard to do it, to rank them, but I really do like some of these characters, and just some of them have some problems, but these are the 4 characters, they're like top, they all are very close tied, the bottom 3, and then the first one is 100% me, top first, but 4th place is Hawk. I wish I could have Hawk just a bit higher, like top 2 maybe, but he's just such a great character. And he has so many layers to him. He has so many transformations. So, Season 1, he's the kid that's bullied, and then he's got this lip, he has no confidence. Then he gets his confidence in Season 1. He joins Cobra Kai. He gets the mohawk. He goes and gets to be this insane guy that's like the top of his class, and he gets the girl, and he's doing it, and then season 2, he sort of loses the girl, and he becomes sort of this bully, even though you still sort of understand him and stuff, and you still sympathize with him, but he is still sort of this bully. And then season 3, you don't sympathize with him. He is 100% like a bully until that final episode where he gets the redemption. And that was so great that he got the redemption. And then season 4, when he actually wins the whole thing, and he has another transformation. He loses the mohawk. It just seems like season 1, he's got the blue hair. Season 2, he gets the red hair. Okay, season 4, he's going to get the purple. No. They cut his mohawk off. He loses that, and he sort of loses his confidence. He goes back to his original state. And so that is such an interesting thing to do with him, because he is a character that has already been through this, and they're sort of repeating it, but I think in the right way, because he has to lose his confidence along the way, and then he wins the entire thing by being him. And it's just such a great character, and I wish I could put him a bit higher, but he is pretty insufferable in season 3, so that's a problem with him for me. Before we get into the top 3, just thank you for listening and stuff. I know I say this like every video, but still, just thank you so much. You're what drives me to do these videos. Cobra Kai videos, I just got my ranking, I think, coming out. If I already did it, all the shows that I've seen 2021, I don't know when it's coming out, but that's going to be like last thing with Cobra Kai for now, or this might be, I don't know when the release schedule is coming out, but anyway, this is going to be it for Cobra Kai for a while until season 5 comes out. Third place is Miguel. Now, Miguel, he starts out as just the first Cobra Kai student, and such a great character in that, enthusiastic about everything, and then season 2, after season 1, he gets the girl, and then season 2, he gets Tori, and then and then the end of season 2, he gets in a coma, and he has to get his legs back, and that's very interesting for him to see how that affects him. And then season 4, he decides to not come, and I think that's what you should have done with this character. It makes sense. He won the thing in season 1, and then season 2, he loses his legs, sort of a thing. And then he gets his legs back in season 3. And then he just leaves for the All Valley, because Johnny had called him Robby, and he understands sort of this. And so he's going to find his dad, and he's such a great character. He's the best out of our kids cast here, and we've seen him do so much, and he's been there since episode 1. And so it's just so great to see him and do this and mature and figure out what's he going to do. And I think that was the best thing that they could have done right there with having him leave, because it seems true to his character. Second place here is going to be Daniel LaRusso, our original Karate Kid, who went and he's sort of become the rich, spoiled kid that he was going against in the season 1. No, in Karate Kid. And so the original Karate Kid, and he has become this guy that's doing the car dealership, but he's still learning karate, and he still has his hot-headedness to him. He still has his sort of same stuff that he's always had in the Karate Kid, but he's older, he's got kids of his own, he's got a wife, he's got his family, and so he's an interesting character, and like, even he's willing to fight Johnny, he's not 100% Mr. Miyagi, he's not true, he's not perfect. He's still got some problems to him, like fighting Johnny, deciding to do that, like fighting the dojo sort of a thing. And you just see him in season 1, he's sort of become this rich kid. And then season 1, 2, and 3, he's trying to get his dojo back on top. He's trying to have people do Miyagi-Do, and he keeps failing. And he comes back to Mr. Miyagi, and he's like, I failed. And then he fixes it. And so that's such a great thing about his character. He fixes it. He admits when he's wrong. He tries to refine his path. But it is also a bit frustrating when he's just third time. He's like, oh, sorry, I failed. And just that keeps happening. But anyway, first place here is Johnny Lawrence, our main character for the show. And he is such a great character to have on screen. no matter what he's doing. He could be emotional at times. He could be extremely funny with just still stuck in the 80s and just not knowing like actual stuff that's going on. And his just the stuff with him from day one, he's been so fun. And you see him go from like this drunk guy who just a bum, I'd say, sort of. And you see him get karate. Cobra Kai brings him back, saves him, and then he's still learning how to do that. He's sort of trying to get with Abba's son again. He's trying to fix his relationship with Robby, and then with Miguel. He has his own team that he's got to take care of. And then just like some of my favorite stuff in season 4 is him just listening to Rocky music, doing stuff in Rocky locations, getting ready to fight Larusso, and just such a fun character. He's just such a fun character to see on screen, and we get so much of him, and he is just the best character in Cobra Kai. I love him so much. He's the greatest character in Cobra Kai, and even if you think he is not what you would think they'd do for the Karate Kid franchise, if they were sort of doing this thing 30 or 40 years later, where would everybody be? They would be focusing on Daniel, you'd think. But they went with Johnny, and they hit the goal. Such a great character, and way that they did everything so much. Leave your list down below in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching this. I think this is going to be... I got my shows ranking if that hasn't already come out. So keep an eye out for that. That took a while. It's going to be even longer than this video. Yeah, I know. And thank you so much for watching. I'm Brayden. This is Max Reviews. Brayden out.